Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of the greatest of all time, TJ&MJ Spend Yo Dolla, or Save Yo Dolla movie review. Come on in and listen to what we gotta say about the movie of the day. Woo! It's ready to roll! Let's rock!
Oh, shiznackle peoples, what's cracking lacking? This is TJ
and MJ
Spend Yo Dolla.
Oh, Save Yo Dolla. Movie reviews.
Yeah, movie reviews. I almost forgot Dang, babe, I almost forgot that part.
Darn.
You was on your part real good. I meant to say movie reviews, guys. I was about to say Transformers.
Transformers. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I just come out of my head out of nowhere because I'm in a sci-fi moment right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the sci-fi moment.
So you tell them, TJ. What are we reviewing today?
Baby girl, baby doll, my beautiful wife, MJ. We are reviewing a movie that has been long time in the waiting. A movie that I've been waiting for at least, I don't know, the last 2 years or 3 years almost to come out. Yes, that's how long it's been. The movie DUNE. The moon is your friend, but the sun is your enemy. That's right. That movie, DUNE. A remake to an old classic movie that came out back in the 80s, back in about 83.
Okay.
The original DUNE came out, starring one of my favorite singers out there from back in the day, Mr. Sting from The Police. Mm-hmm. He actually played one of the villains that was in the the original DUNE. Now, a lot of people don't know what DUNE is. DUNE is a movie about it's kind of like politics, kingdoms, that kind of almost like medieval times, but put into a sci-fi space movie based on a planet that's a desert planet, and this desert planet has a thing called spice. And
I didn't really get what year is this taking place?
Well, this movie here, it's in a galaxy far, far away. It's like Star Wars.
Okay. So what does that mean? When does this take place?
We by Earth standards, there is no year.
I'm one of those people, TJ. I had no idea what this movie is about. I've never even heard of DUNE. I didn't even know about the original. And I'm a newbie to this DUNE stuff.
She's a newbie. That deserves one of those right there. That deserves
What is that?
It's a question mark. The question mark sound effect. She does not really know or knew what this was, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-mm. No, she does not. No. And but that's good that she didn't know, because she came in as a newbie to this movie, you guys, into the whole new sci-fi that's basically the movie that, in my personal opinion, is supposed to dominate the Disney Star Wars. But I got some back and forths with this one, you guys. The original DUNE was, from my remember, it was about maybe four and a half hours long. It was about 4 hours long.
That's really long.
And when we saw this movie for the first time, this is in the 80s.
I'd fall asleep for sure.
Well, you had to watch it in parts, though. You saw it in two halves. This is the first time I ever went to a movie, ladies and gentlemen, where literally they had an intermission in the movie. Imagine that, a big intermission like at a baseball game.
I have been in one of those before.
Yeah, well, this was my first time as a kid. I'd never been in one of those, I was like, dude, they got an intermission? I thought the movie was over at first. And they said, oh, no, the second half of it is playing, and we'll be playing the second half in 15 minutes. You get a 15-minute intermission or something like that. Mm-hmm. So everybody can go out and, do the pee breaks, get the popcorns, extra fill-ups, all that stuff. So I said, cool, I was excited. Me and my friends, my boy Winston and Bobby and all of us went and saw this movie. And we were excited for this movie because we had been watching, reading the Omni magazines back in the day, which was just like a sci-fi magazine.
Oh, I was just going to ask you. Okay. Mm-hmm. I never heard of those either.
Yeah. These were magazines that were like kind of like first science fiction nerds like ourselves. We were sci-fi nerds, Star Wars geeks. And this was like one of those magazines that technically was introduced to me by my boy Winston, who, if you're out there, Winston, I'm looking for you, dude. This is your boy TJ, or as you knew me as Timmy, That's embarrassing to say.
Jackson.
Timmy Jackson, yeah.
Now Timothy Jackson.
Timothy
AKA
Jackson.
TJ.
It was Timothy Jackson, but now it's AKA, yeah, that's right. TJ Quake. All right. So my boy Winston, if you ever hear this, boy, reach out, dog. I got to get a hold of you again. So anyway, been looking for this boy. Winston was the one that introduced me to the whole genre of Omni magazines and Dune. Okay. And we already knew about Dune and all this kind of stuff, that, you know, the cool, weird ships and this planet, and the character named Paul, who was the son of Atreides, the king of their home world, and they were coming to Dune to collect the spice. As a matter of fact, you got a little synopsis there, don't you, Boo? Why don't you go ahead and read that for the people?
Yeah, it does tell about Paul, which I can't pronounce his last name. Can you?
Atreides.
Okay, thank you. Paul Atreides. A brilliant and gifted young man born into a great destiny beyond his understanding. He must travel to the most dangerous planet in the universe to ensure the future of his family and his people. As malevolent forces, which, if you guys don't know, malevolent, that is evil. As malevolent forces, TJ, can you keep the noise down on that drink while I...
I'm sorry.
Well, it reminded me of us being at the movie theater.
Because when you was reading...
sipping on your drink.
When you was reading, I felt like I was in the movies, babe.
And I can't hear the movie.
I felt like I was in the movies, babe.
Okay, thank you.
You know me, I got to get my drink on.
So, as malevolent forces explode into conflict over the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence, only those who can conquer their own fear will survive.
Exactly. And this movie is full of I'll put it like this. It's almost like King Arthur and Merlin. Put it like that with the witches of Eastwick and stuff like that. And put all that into a sci-fi movie, you know, with the main weapons being actually blades as well, swords and stuff too. But obviously, you know, spaceships, man. Winston, if you're out there, dude, they put in the space buggies, dude. They put in the shuttle bugs, man. The shuttle bugs were in the movie. Yes, I was so excited when I saw that part. I was like, yeah, dude, the shuttle bugs. But
yeah, I didn't really get all that part. But
yeah, I guess you had to be there.
I guess I had to be there, and I'm not a big sci-fi fan like you are, TJ.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare?
And, well, hey, I'm honest.
Yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with honesty.
So,
I mean, even if it's, unlawful honesty.
So I'm already going to say I'm glad I didn't spend my money at the movie theater.
Well, but let's do this real quick before we get into the deepness of this movie. You guys, let's give you guys a little taste of the trailer. You guys can hear a little bit what we're talking about here. Go on, roll it.
Sure,
roll it.
I'm trying.
What's going on?
It's coming.
How come you ain't?
Our planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. Rolling over the sands, you can see spice in the air. The outsiders ravage our lands in front of our eyes. Their cruelty to my people is all I've known. What's to become of our world?
Duncan, can I trust you with something?
Yes, always. You know that.
I've been having dreams about a girl on Arrakis. I don't know what it means.
Dreams make good stories. But everything important happens when we're awake. Hey, you want some muscle?
I did?
No.
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
Smile, Gurney.
I am smiling.
The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis. House Atreides accepts.
I know you. There's something awakening in my mind.
You need to face your fears.
Come with me. You need to be ready. You never met Harkonnens before. They're not human, they're brutal.
The Duke's son sees too much.
you. Kill them all. God in heaven.
Get everything with guns off the ground! Go!
This is an extermination.
They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
Dad, what if I'm not the future of House Atreides?
No, you're not. So that's a little piece of the trailer right there. You know, shoot, the trailer that's still going too.
Yeah, there was more to it. It wasn't quite finished yet.
Jeez. The trailer could have been the second half of the movie.
Long trailer.
Yeah, long trailer on that bad boy. So, you guys, I am a huge fan of Dune. Dune, I've been waiting for this movie for a long time. And the movie had all the resemblances of the original and everything. Like I said, I
had some good actors in there.
Very good actors in there. Very good.
Give them that.
Matter of fact, give them the actors we had in here. The guy that played Paul is Timothy.
He's some guy I've never really seen before.
Well, his name is Tim. No, I have seen him before, actually.
Looks like Timothy, but
yeah, it's Timothy. That's Greek right there, which is where the name comes from. It's a Greek name, actually,
Timothy.
a biblical name. So, okay, make sure you know that.
What?
But yes, he's in it. He plays Paul. Chalamet.
See? You can't pronounce his last name.
I don't think that it is. Doesn't matter.
He's an American actor.
My boy from Aquaman. My boy. He's in it. That plays right. Duncan.
That is Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa,
I know
dude.
His name.
Who's now married to Lisa Bonet, unfortunately for him. I feel sorry for him. My boy actually here who plays Sting's part, Dave
Bautista.
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he plays the Baron's actual nephew and everything, who is he's up and coming. That's the guy that plays Baron, the guy that's all floating in the air. Stellan.
Oh, this guy right here?
Yeah, Stellan. I don't
even know how to pronounce his name.
Skarsgård. Mm-hmm. What kind of last name is that? Skarsgård.
Swedish.
Is that Swedish?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because Sweden's need to keep.
He's a Swedish actor.
I'm not going to be racist against Sweden's, but y'all last names suck. Okay? For all y'all Swedes out there, Skarsgård's got to go.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Sounds like a daggum freaking Hobbit name or something from Lord of the Rings. Skarsgård. Actually, that's pretty cool, actually, if you think about it.
You're jealous. You want that last name.
But, I mean, they got everybody in this guy. The guy that played Paul, Paul's father, the king of Atreides, he was actually in Star Wars, the Disney Star Wars. Mm-hmm. He played... Actually, doesn't he play?
His name
he plays Poe.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac plays. He played Poe in Star Wars. He was the badass pilot.
Guatemalan American actor.
He is a badass actor, by the way. He's and this was a good movie for him to reclaim his name after Star Wars, dude.
Like,
for you, dude.
Even though I'm not a big fan of this Dune thing, but I do like his acting was pretty good in this movie. Also.
Oh yeah, he's done a lot of good movies that I loved his acting in. Unfortunately, he got cast in the whack ass Disney Star Wars, that probably jacked his name up a little bit. So he had to reclaim it by doing this movie here, Dune, which was by all means Dune. This movie was just, it had awe-inspiring environments, the desert planet, all the stuff that if you guys know the premise behind Dune, the book and everything, you'll know what this movie's about. I knew about it as a little kid because, like I said, me and my boy Winston used to read these Omni magazines. So we knew about it even before the first original movie Dune came out and everything. And when the movie Dune came out, dude, we were blown away. It was like watching a new Star Wars movie, but in a different kind of light, though.
See, because you're already a fan, so you really were more like into this. Unlike myself, I didn't really know anything about this. I'm not really big sci-fi person. So looking at this movie, I mean, I'm watching it. It's got some good acting on some of the actors' parts, but
But don't you think the cinematography in the movie was really good?
I mean, yeah, that part. I'll give him credit for that.
Cinematography, the story, I think is really.
I don't know about the story.
What?
I think it was just okay to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not a big fan of it. So, I'm not all hyped. I wasn't all hyped up like you were. And when I saw it, I was like,
It's like, to me, okay. It's like, okay, like Star Wars is like full sci-fi. Mm-hmm. This is sci-fi with a medieval twist on it, almost. With sorcery and those witches of the Jasseroth. The Jakkaroth, which is Paul's half witch, Jasseroth. And they call him the chosen one because he will be able to command the power of the Jasseroth. See, they can command you with a word. All they have to say is, come here, and you would come here, and they would speak. They had to say it in a certain tone that would make you do something that you weren't wanting to do. So they can make you kill somebody by just saying it. Which gave them really power. These motherfuckers they're pretty powerful. And if they would have been able to go further into the movie and the story the way I wanted it to do, it would have been great. I thought the action sequences were perfect for it.
Yeah, this is only a part 1.
Part 1, you guys. But let me tell you.
They haven't even made the part 2 yet.
This is where we're going to come to my parts of the movie. I think the movie is badass. Okay? All the stuff was there. It was like my original Dune movie and then some. But they didn't put in the original Dune movie. You had a lot more of the stuff put into, and just the first 2 hours of the movie, there was a lot more into the put into the movie. It's almost like they're almost doing this almost like a 2 to 3 story kind of thing, and they made the full movie. The first one they did it. That's the reason why the original was like 4 hours. You had the break and everything. And that's what I thought they were going to do with this one.
Okay, yeah.
And then come to find out, I'm thinking, okay, we got through the 2 hours. And it was just like right when he's starting to get to the desert planet, he finally meets, how he's talking about the girl he keeps seeing in the dream.
Yeah, in his dream.
And everything.
And this movie is only 2.5 hours. Well, a little bit over. 2 hours, 35 minutes.
Yeah, 2 hours, 35 minutes. The cool thing about the Iraqians, is that it's almost like, the way they played the Arrakis is that the people there were it's almost like living in the Middle East in a way. That's the land, that whole.
I almost thought you were talking about, you said Iraqis.
Well, Arrakis is the name of the planet. It's called Arrakis.
Okay.
And everything. No point intended, but that's always been the name of the planet. Okay. And it also has this thing called spice, and all these federations, these houses, like the house of Trades and everything. They're all some use the spice for manufacturing things. Some use the spice for space travel because it's the best way to space travel. And these one villains are the ones that are like going into space travel. So they're fighting to get all the spice off of this planet. They're Arrakis people. They just want to live in peace, and and because they lived amongst the spice all their lives, their eyes are blue. So they have this really crazy eye color, blue. It's like their whole eye is like with a bright blue overcoat over their eye.
Like that striking blue color.
Yeah, like a sea blue or something, or not a sea blue, but like a blue. Like what a blue would look like. Like a blue, like that kind of blue. Like the blue on your controller over there, like that kind of blue. Am I going to keep talking about blue?
The people can't see the
color. The people can't see the color, but if you would see the color, it's blue.
Hey, TJ, you know who else is in the movie?
Yeah.
There was a few other big actors.
Josh
Brolin.
Josh Brolin from the Goonies, everybody. And plays Thanos in the Avengers and in every other freaking movie he's been in. He's in a lot of movies.
He's a big actor now. And Javier Bardem.
I have no idea who Javier Bardem is.
Yes, you do, TJ.
Who the frick is Javier Bardem?
He's been in a lot of movies.
Okay, name one.
Okay, I can't think of it right now.
Exactly. There it is.
I just lost it.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
No.
There it is. She don't even know what movie. He's big. He's a big guy. He's a big movie star.
He is.
He's huge. What movies he been in? Well, I really can't think of one, but he is a big movie star.
TJ, he is.
Okay. Sure.
I'm sure people know who he is.
Oh, of course. Everybody knows who Javier is.
He started No Country for Old Men. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Which
Skyfall, one of the Bond movies.
Was he in Skyfall?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He was in...
he played the villain, probably.
He was in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, he was in Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh, that's right.
Let's see. There's a few down here.
Yeah, I know kind of who he is.
You do, you know him.
I kind of know him, but he's not like somebody mainstream big to me, so forth.
Actually, he is, though.
So let's just move on from him because he's really not that important. And let's move into the most important parts of the movie, like the suits that they got to wear in the movie, you guys. The people had to wear these freaking outfit suits, which are known to protect you from the desert heat. And also, if
I don't think I want to wear one
if you don't have water. Well,
I don't think I'd want one of those.
No, I would want one of these suits if I was in the desert. It recycles your sweat, ladies and gentlemen, into water.
Yeah.
So it goes into the suit and then recycles it back into fresh, cold water. You're basically recycling your own water back and forth.
So you have to drink your own sweat.
But think about this though. You think that's gross? Originally, the way they didn't put this in the movie, they didn't say this in the movie, but they said it about the sweat. Originally, this suit was supposed to take your own piss. Okay, if you pissed, if you took a piss, okay, a fat old juicy piss. Oh. if you peed, it recycled your pee and your sweat back into natural water again. It's a filtration suit is what it is. And it also cools you down. So when this was the baddest suit. I mean, guarantee you, babe, they're going to come out with something like this here in the future and everything. But for people that have to be out there, I'm telling you. But think about it. They came up with this technology back in the freaking 80s, like in 82 or something like this. Yeah. When I freaking saw the freaking Omni magazine, I knew about these suits. And it's a badass suit,
some of
you
these
guys.
Writers are ahead of their time.
No, they were ahead of their time when they freaking wrote the Dune series. Now the movie goes in some parts it's kind of draggy. I will admit there's some parts that are kind of draggy, but when the action started, it was getting there. And just as the action was really getting ready to start, ladies and gentlemen, the movie freaking ends and everything. And I'm like going, what the I'm thinking, okay, so we're going to get to see the second half now. We're going to get ready to go into the second half. Nope. No second half, people. And baby, why don't you tell me what you told me when I was asking about, okay, well, frick, then, seems how they're not showing the second half. Please tell me they're in the making of the movie, the next one. Go on, baby. Why don't you tell them what you told me? Go on, tell them. Go on.
I told you that.
Tell them.
I don't even think they've started filming it yet.
Say that again.
I do not think they have started filming yet.
One more time.
You may not get to see Dune.
That's it.
2023.
Freaking 23?
That's if they decide to go forward with the part 2.
If they decide to go on with the part 2, and ladies and gentlemen, they ended the movie off where it's just kind of like in the midst of okay, really? This is not. It wasn't even left off in a good cliffhanger. It was just left off after he meets the desert people.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. And I'm not telling too much, but it's pretty much
Yeah, you did.
That's how it's left off, and you don't get to see the second half, peoples. So this is where my score is going to go down, you guys, because I think the movie's a badass movie, and I've been waiting for freaking 3 years for this freaking movie.
It's a badass movie.
I'm if you're a Dune fan, you like the movie, but there's a lot of stuff that I thought in the original you got way more from even actually the first half. Actually, this one it seemed like the first half was somewhat dragging, but it did start to kind of start gaining its momentum, and that's what happens in Dune is it starts gaining its momentum towards the middle of the movie, But the thing is that now we don't get to see, we don't even know if they're going to make the second half. They leave you off. This movie was not completed.
They will.
It's not completed.
I think they will, but it's just going to be a while before you're going to get to see the part 2.
You think they will make it?
You ain't going to be able to see it probably until about 2023, if that.
If they decide to make the second half. The guy was didn't he say something like, well, we're going to see how it does in the movie theaters. What do you mean you're going to see how it does in the movie theaters? Motherfucker, you made half the movie. You didn't even make the full. This is not like Star Wars where you go from the beginning and to the end, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah, it pretty much just leaves it where it shows where he's going to start leading.
Yeah, where he's going to start leading.
Them,
just
right?
as when he's going to get ready to start doing, when he's going to start coming into his powers more.
Takes over for his dad.
And so forth. It takes over for his dad. And then they just leave it there and they say, oh, well, we don't know if we're going to make the other half yet. Oh, we may. If we do, it'll come out in 2023.
And I'm
like, what?
I know you're upset about that, but me, I'm like, fine, okay. I'd seen enough with part 1.
Okay, so she said she's seen enough with part 1.
Yep.
Okay, well.
Sorry. Not a fan.
Before we go on, we got a news report. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. And everything.
What, TJ?
TJ Quake has got his new song out called Maga, Let's Go Brandon. Out on YouTube right now. You can check that out on YouTube. The
MJ
video.
stars a little
MJ's in there a little bit. She's got
MJ's emoji.
Yeah, MJ's emojis in there. This is an emoji video. You guys are going to love it and everything. It's right up there. We had to make a new one like there. You know, my boy Loza Alexander came out with the Let's Go Brandon song that's out there platinum right now. Blowing up all over the place, y'all. You know how we do. Let's go Brandon. Y'all know what it means. So yeah, and then of course also in other news, Alec Baldwin shoots somebody on set, and the movie's done. That's pretty much it and everything. Alec Baldwin shoots somebody on set, and he didn't, because the stupid armory person and whoever else, it was an accidental shot, I guess, but it was a lot of, from what I've been hearing, a lot of negligence on the movie set that happened. Yeah. And he was
no gun safety.
But you know what I found out, though?
But you all know what the first rule of gun safety is.
Tell them, boo.
Always treat it like it's loaded.
Thank you. This is the reason why MJ passed her test.
That is because TJ and I both have our FSC
certificates. That's right. You got to get that certificate for your gun license before you can actually own a gun.
Correct.
Okay, so you got to know all the safety stuff.
You have to pass a 30-question test.
Got to pass that test. And looks like Alec Baldwin didn't.
No, and I think they should make it a law, you know, that if you're going to be using real guns on a movie set, you need to practice gun safety. Take those classes and always check to make sure it's not
But babe,
loaded.
this is what I found out that was the most craziest part. They were out there shooting the guns at targets with real live ammo.
Okay, that's just stupid.
Between shots.
Careless.
Between shoots.
That is unsafe and careless. They should have never been doing that.
Exactly, because
set.
at some point...
You don't do that on a movie set.
Not on a movie set. You should have no live ammo, period.
You should only be doing that at a
set.
shooting range.
Thank you. And this is what happens when you play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
So he partly is at fault because...
No, he is partially at fault.
First of all, they shouldn't even be using real guns on these movies.
He ends up shooting the director and
the gun on
movie sets. What is her? She's the cinematographer. Yeah,
something like that.
She's the cinematographer. You're right. And
I think her and one of the directors.
She was shot. The bullet went through her and hit the director. And so forth. So you know it's a freaking bullet.
Yeah, she died, I think, immediately, right?
She died immediately.
Or she either died immediately or at the hospital, but he, the other guy was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive.
And she died on the spot right there. And so it's very sad for her. I heard she was an upcoming cinematographer and a lot of things going on. So, prayers go out to her family and stuff like that, because that just sucks, dude.
It's sad.
That these ignorant flipnicks don't even know. And Alec Baldwin, nobody, he's not someone that a lot of people, at least us on the conservative side, none of us like his behind anyway, because he's a Trump hater and all that other craziness and all that. So, but not to say that he deserves this because of that. I'm just saying that he was very negligent. But not only that, the armory girl who's only 24 years old.
Yeah, but he's the one that hired them. He hired these people
true.
that are...
he hired all these people because he's trying to...
They're all
he didn't hire professionals, put it that way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He did not hire... He tried to cut budget. And so to cut budget, he hires people that are not going to be professional. And none of these people are professional.
Yeah, and that's why this happened.
Even one of the people on the set said last week that his stunt double even was shooting the gun and 2 rounds went off. And so forth. So that should tell you right then and there. They said there was unsafe area on the set. So I guess there's going to be some rules going to come out after this on guns and so forth. Yeah. But anyway, so that's
Don't use real guns.
Yeah, exactly. They should just use some fake stuff that fires off fake little flares.
There's a lot of
I don't
guns.
know why
there's a lot of guns that look real and they're not.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Even those toy guns.
I don't know why they use real guns on the sets anyway. But to get the idea, because they want to have that freaking real live fire from a freaking blank. But I don't even think you should be shooting blanks, dude. It's too easy to get freaking real live ammo.
Yeah, look at what happened to Bruce Lee's son.
Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, happened to that.
He died that way too.
Didn't somebody else?
Except somebody must have put a
no, we think that's a conspiracy. Somebody actually did something for real to him, like use a real gun and put ammo in it for reals. to actually do that. But that's a whole nother scenario. So anyway, you guys, as you can tell, we this is almost like half a review on the movie Dune because they gave me half a freaking movie.
Oh, sorry, TJ.
Half a movie, dude. And then
you're disappointed.
It'd be one thing at least if he said, okay, the next half is going to come out in a month or two. You know, then I maybe would be able to excuse this. But you guys, as much as I love my Dune movie, I'm going to have to say my original Dune is better.
Well, okay.
I'm going to have to say my original Dune is better.
So would you save your dollar or spend your dollar, TJ?
So I'm going to tell you this much. If the movie would have been completed, I would have said spend your dollar. Okay. But because of that, because of the fact that
they only gave you part one.
Not only did they only give me just part one, but they don't even know if they're going to give me the other half. And if it does come out, it ain't going to come out for like another 2 years and everything.
Right.
I'm like, dude, people are going to be done and forgotten about this movie by then.
Well, it's still out at movie theaters, you guys, but we actually saw it on
we saw it on HBO Max.
Right. Yeah.
And everything. We streamed it, and I am glad because originally, you guys, I wanted to go see Dune in the daggum theaters. Bobby, you guys know how we got to go to the, my boy Bobby Bauer, my boy. I got to shout out to Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
You know, dude. The movies like this, we go. You know how we do. We went to go see Top Gun. That had to be in the movie theater. Me and Bobby Bauer were going to be Top Gun pilots. I'm still waiting for Maverick, Bobby. Still waiting for Maverick. The movie Maverick, Top Gun Part 2. Yeah, I don't know when the frick it's coming out, dude. When is it coming out?
I haven't heard anything.
I ain't even heard anything yet. Like, Tom Cruise just like, oh, the pandemic. I'm not going to put it out until the pandemic is over. Dude, the pandemic's never going to be over. So just freaking release a damn movie already and everything. Jeez. So, but,
good question on that one. I'm not sure.
So.
Actually,
what?
I just checked right now.
What?
It looks like it got postponed to 2022.
I knew it.
Due to the coronavirus.
Due to the coronavirus. See, Tom Cruise wants to make his money. And he wants it in the theaters. That's why. Tom Cruise, he said, no, my shit ain't going to be just streaming on no HBO Max thing.
Yeah, movie theaters are open, though. But
see, he knows that not everybody named Mama going to the theaters right now.
That doesn't mean everyone's going to be going back in 2022.
He thinks everybody's going to go. People aren't going to go, hey, Tom, guess what? As long as these Democrats are in the office, you're going to be
waiting forever.
You're going to be waiting forever, dude, because they're going to keep this pandemic going as long as they can so they can control everybody. So you might as well just go on and just put your movie out, dog, because these motherfuckers Joe Biden's going to be in office till 2024. So you might as well just go on and put it out now. 2022, and ain't going to be any different. So anyway, not to get into all that not to get into all that craziness. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say because of that, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tell people, Winston, Bobby, all my peoples out there that are sci-fi fans,
save your dollar.
Save your dollar. Save your dollar. Because it's not worth it if you only get to see the first half and it's like leaves you just hanging in the middle of nowhere and the movie's just got to get started. That's like if you go watch freaking Star Wars, the original Star Wars, and they cut it off right when Luke Skywalker gets ready to go out on the journey. There's nothing left for me here. I want to go and become a Jedi like my father before me. And everything. And Ben says, then you've marked your first step to being a Jedi. And then they go off to go on the journey to go get Princess Leia and the plans. And they stop it right there. They stop the movie right there. And you're like, what? That's it? That's it, y'all. Don't get to the fight scenes. Don't get to Han Solo. Don't get to Princess Leia.
Do you have any earplugs?
Do I have any earplugs?
Yeah. You just yelled in my ear.
I do got some earplugs that I use at the gun range. I got those.
I got those too.
Oh, you got those too. Okay, good. And everything. We're going to have to use those pretty soon here next week. We go out there and get a little range shooting.
Yeah.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So the great acting. Once again, I thought the story is following the lines of the original. I like the new updated version of this movie. The scenery, the cinematography is excellent in the movie. I really do. I think the cinematography is excellent in this movie. The acting is excellent in the movie. Everybody's on their point. Everybody's like if you would have been able to see more of what the movie was going to bring, you probably would have liked it.
I was a little bored with this story. So.
Yeah, because it started off kind of slow and then it was just starting to get into its freaking shit. And the sandworms, oh my gosh, the sandworms were freaking awesome in the movie. The sandmakers and everything. The worms that are these huge ass prehistoric looking creatures that are a major part of the story, which, we're just about to get into that. Oh, cut. Sorry. No more for you guys. We maybe show you the rest, and maybe a couple years from now, we maybe come out with our movie when Tom Cruise comes out with his, which will probably be never. Exactly. So, that's my bidding on this right now for this one. I'm going to go ahead and say, Save Yo Dolla, you guys. If you're truly wanting to see a sci-fi movie and you ain't got nothing else better to watch, do not draw. I would recommend watching it on HBO Max. Don't waste your money in the movie theater.
You still have to pay for your monthly subscription.
If you already, I'll put it like this: if you already have HBO Max already, then maybe you can go ahead and watch it. I would say go and check it out, see what it's like. It is a good movie. It just, unfortunately, it just leaves you so empty that it's like, what the frick, dude? And that's it. Okay, I felt like I wasted my money. So definitely. Save Yo Dolla.
Yep. Save Yo Dolla.
And that's hard. That's hard for me to say, you guys, because I was thinking I was going to be giving this movie hella ratings. And to me, the movie is a great movie. Don't get me wrong. For all you sci-fi buffs and Dune lovers out there who know about Dune, it's everything that you would expect it to be.
If you say so.
But now, I say so in that essence because the movie is well done. It is well done and everything. But it just doesn't do it for me when they completely cut you off. And unlike when my first experience watching Dune in the movie theaters back in the day in '83, we got to see the full experience of the movie. And you know what I mean? Babe, I could probably get that movie Dune right now, watch it, and you'll probably like that even more. Everything. It had Patrick Stewart in there when he from Star Trek.
Yeah, maybe.
Picard.
I'll pass for now.
Everything. I'm telling you, babe, you would dig on it. And there's so many things like with the guns that they do. Oh, shock! When they fire the guns with their voices and stuff. Man, so I was waiting to see that stuff, and they just like, oh, what? Shoot me! What you say?
All right, enough of that.
Okay, so anyway, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to end this out right now. This is TJ
and MJ.
Spend Yo Dolla. Hey, what do you do?
Save Yo Dolla.
Why'd you mess my part?
Movie reviews.
No, we got to do. Frick it. This is going to end like that because this movie freaking pissed me off.
Save Yo Dolla.
Save Yo Dolla, everybody.
Peace out.
Peace to the Middle East. And again, you guys could check us live on Spreaker.com. Also on our website there. I have the website posted on Facebook if you guys, for you guys are checking out from Facebook. It's Wix.com / Ghetto Gaming. Is it Galactic Ghetto Gaming?
I don't know.
TJ Great. Well, just go to Spreaker.com.
And please
go to Spreaker.com.
It's free.
Yeah, give us a follow. It's free. You guys can get on there. You can check all of our live shows out on our podcasts and everything. We're going to come at you, normally on the weekends with these podcasts on the TJ&MJ Spend Yo Dolla, Save Yo Dolla, Spend Yo Dolla, whatever, and all that. And also you can catch TJ Quake's Ghetto Gaming Pop Culture Talk. I do that, every other day throughout the week for all kinds of crazy topics going on. You know how we do. So yeah, y'all have a funky day, and may the funk be with you. And let me just go ahead and end this sucker with an ad.
What's cracking, people? Have you been waiting for a place where you can laugh, have fun while getting the latest on movies and game reviews with a little pop culture news? Then you just discovered TJ and MJ Spend Yo Dolla or Save Yo Dolla movie reviews. Don't get it twisted. We bring it to you live every Friday and Saturday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Spreaker.com.
MJ here, and you just got a dose of TJ and MJ Spend Yo Dolla or Save Yo Dolla, live here on Spreaker.com podcast.
Welcome to the TJ and Spend Yo Dolla, Save Yo Dolla movie reviews. Welcome to the TJ and Spend Yo Dolla, Save Yo Dolla movie reviews.
Just do it till you're satisfied. Do it till you're satisfied. Go.